Hey Aquarius, thanks for visiting. And if you like this reading, please like or subscribe, as I always say, or leave a comment if you'd like to. I have a lot of banging noises going on outside my window as usual, so I'm going to try and just ignore them, block them out as much as I can, as well as I can. I do get distracted quite easily, so I'm going to try and ignore them. And yes, I have everything ready. I'm just going to start right away for you lovely Aquarius people. The first card you have your past is the Five of Wands. I'm actually seeing a lot of competition in this card. This is positive competition, this is healthy competition, it's not negative competition. You could have been, maybe you're in the running for a job, or maybe you're in the running for a course of study or something like that. It's like a competition, it's like a lot of people competing for one thing. A lot of people are going after the same thing, I'm seeing. And you are one of these people. You're kind of in a competition between you and some other people to get something, a job or something like that, I keep on seeing. If you look at this card, it actually looks like a great big mess. It looks like a whole lot of people fighting in a great big huge mess. Nobody really stands out. There's no leader, there's no one in charge in this group of people. And I know this is in the past, but if this resonates, and you are still going for this job, or you're in the running for whatever this thing is, it might be a promotion, something like that. Or if you're thinking about it at this time, think about what you could do. Think about what you could do to stand out over your competition. Maybe look over your resume, or think about, what you could do or say to help you to get to the top of this kind of messy pile of people. Because if nobody stands out, which is what I'm seeing, nobody's actually standing out as the winner here. That means to me that everyone has an equal chance. And you need to think about what you can do to give yourself a better chance to kind of stand out over this group of people. So go and review things. Maybe go and review your resume, go and review what you're wearing, even what you're going to say, the notes you have, your preparation. Go over everything really carefully and think about, the biggest thing I think is to think about how you can come across as your unique self. What can you give to this as a unique person that's different to everyone else? Use your feelings, use your emotions. I don't mean to kind of go and cry in front of them. What I mean by that is, think about, why are you the best person for this? Not because of this facts and figures and you've achieved this and you have this degree or whatever. Think about personal times in your life where you've come across something and you've achieved something, you've gotten over something, and how you felt about that personally. Give them a real insight into what you are personally like as a person, as a human, and so that they can actually relate to you personally and like you personally. A lot of people, when they go to these kinds of things, interviews, in front of panels or whatever this is, auditions even, they like to talk about, I achieved this, I got this job on this date, I got this degree, I got this certificate, blah, blah, blah. And these are all just facts and figures. There's nothing, of course, these are great achievements. They need to know you. They need to get to know you. They see piles of papers with these facts and figures on. They want to get to know you. You are a unique person. And you need to bring that across to them. I hope this makes sense, and I'm sorry I'm going on about that. The next card you have, your past, is the Two of Swords. So yes, I am seeing you being quite emotional at this time, but you're trying to make an effort not to go down too far an emotional path, if that makes sense. It's like your head was saying to you, I really feel emotional, I'm really upset, but I'm not going to let myself start wallowing, going down that path, because it'll be like a black hole and I won't get myself out of it. That kind of thinking. I'm seeing that you're probably missing someone at this time. This is probably an ex or someone like that. And yes, you're trying to kind of stop these emotions from getting out of control. I'm also seeing that, you didn't want this person back, actually. You really didn't want them back at this time. Not practically anyway, at this time. I'm not saying you never will, but this is how you were thinking. You just didn't want them back. You didn't want to physically see their face ever again, actually. But emotionally, this was a different story. Deep down, you were really kind of missing little things about them, just things they were saying, you know, things they would do for you, little kind of messages on your phone, little things like that, that, you know, you'd wake up and you'd see a message, or you'd wake up and they'd say something to you, and now you're kind of by yourself. It's like a piece of you has kind of disappeared, a piece of your life has disappeared that you just had on a day-to-day basis. That's gone, and that's what you're really missing. That's what you were really missing at this time. And I'm also seeing that, you know, people around you didn't know that this was what you were feeling. You're kind of keeping your feelings to yourself. You weren't letting anyone know this, because I'm seeing, you know, if you look at this woman in the Two of Swords, she has her swords out. She's not letting people come near her. Now, it's not like you didn't want anyone to come near you, but you were keeping a lot of your emotions to yourself. You weren't letting a lot of people know how you were feeling. The last card you have your past is the Hierophant. So yes, again, this is about discipline. The Hierophant can be about structured religion as opposed to spirituality, which is kind of a different thing. It's a less concrete thing than, you know, organized religion. So again, I'm seeing discipline. So I'm seeing you're trying to hold back on your emotions. You had to really make an effort to do this. Yes, you kind of were missing this person, but I think you knew deep down that there was no hope for this connection at this time. Maybe in the future there might be, but at this time that's how it was. And you didn't want to see them anyway. You just didn't want to kind of start opening that up again. That's what I'm seeing. And yes, what I'm seeing is, I know I keep on talking about this ex, and I'm sorry about that, because I know that you were kind of feeling like you didn't want to talk about them, but they were on your mind, and that's why I keep on seeing this person. I'm seeing that what happened, that when you were with this person, there was someone between you. Now, this might be a third party. It might not have been. It might have been some of their family, or it might have been friends, or it might be someone who they were still friends with that you kind of didn't like. I'm seeing one or two people that were kind of making trouble between you. That's what I'm seeing. So, yes, there were some people that were either in the way of you being close to this person, or maybe there was someone even trying to compete with you for them. Again, you know, you moved on in your head when you were thinking about all of this thing, but your heart was still in the way of you actually totally moving on. So, yes, you're practically thinking, I've moved on, I'm doing this, I'm away, but your heart was still thinking, oh, I still miss this and I still miss that. That's what I'm seeing. The first card you have for your present is the Knight of Cups. So yes, this knight, I always see this knight as the knight in shining armor. This is a very polished, very beautiful looking, shiny, bright, you know, well-groomed person knight on this horse. So this is how someone sees you. This is how someone sees you. Someone seeing you as being very physically attractive. Now, this isn't this ex. This is another person around you. You might actually have started a relationship with a new person, or you might just be talking to a new person, or it might be someone who you're just friends with, and they see you as someone who they would like to move further with, move along with, get closer to you in a relationship or something like that. I'm seeing that they're seeing you as a bit of a distant person, that you're very distant to them at this time. They'd like to get closer to you. They want to kind of move forward and be with you, but they're sensing a distance between you. Now, there is a distance because you're thinking about this ex, you're thinking about that person, not that you want to be with them, but you still have them on your mind. You still haven't gotten over this person properly. There was a lot going on between you. There was a lot of hurt. It's just going to take you some time to get over this. And this new person in the Knight of Cups finds you so physically attractive. They would like to move towards you, but they do feel that you are keeping a distance from them. You might have some barrier up between you and them, and they're really feeling this. They're a really sensitive person. So if it is someone that you're actually in a relationship with, or you're starting to see, you might want to take some time out from this just to spend some time by yourself, because you don't want to confuse them, you don't want to kind of lead them on, and you don't want to confuse yourself with trying to kind of be with someone new when you're still not over the other person. That's what I'm seeing. So just take some time out to yourself. The next card you have your present is the Star. So yes, this card can be about so many different things. I'm seeing clarity at this time with the Star card, and I'm seeing that, the Star card can shed a lot of light on things that you hadn't seen before, illuminating things. It's not like the Sun card, it's a softer light, it's a softer, more gentle light. So this could be a message to you, actually, to address your feelings around this ex. That's what I was saying. I mean, the Knight of Cups. Get some time out to yourself, away from anyone who wants to be with you emotionally, away from the ex, away from everyone else, just by yourself. Like this woman in the Star card, she's by herself, and just kind of try and shed light on things, try and look at this old relationship properly. I know it was hard, I knew you were avoiding that because you didn't want to hurt yourself, but it might be a good idea to actually process this properly, look through this relationship, this old relationship, think about, what you've learned from it, what you can learn from it moving forward. But go softly, because you are really hurting. So go softly with this soft light in the Star card. Be gentle to yourself, be kind to yourself, but also don't kind of avoid thinking about things. That's what I'm seeing. I hope that makes sense. The last card you have your present is the Two of Wands. So yes, I'm seeing this job or this studying or whatever this was you were thinking about pursuing in the Five of Wands. This is definitely a possibility for you. So yes, again, do whatever you can to kind of stand out in the crowd. Well, not anything. I mean, don't dance around naked in the interview or anything like that. But definitely have a good, you have a good chance of achieving this. You definitely do have a good chance of standing out above some other people. If you do take the time to kind of think about that, to think about how you can do that. I'm also seeing that there could be something else attached to this opportunity that you might be a little bit worried about, you might be not sure about. There might be some travelling or there might be some moving attached to this or around this in some way. So you have a few things to weigh up, you have a few things to decide, but you're definitely capable of doing this. So don't doubt yourself, you can definitely do this. But also don't stress about what's going to come along with this opportunity. Don't think, oh, I might have to travel, I might have to do this, what about that, how am I going to do that, I don't know if this is really for me. Don't think about that. Think about going in, getting it, achieving it. You can always weigh that up later on, and you can always say, oh, I'm really sorry, I've rethought about this and I don't think I'm able to do this, I'm sorry. They won't mind, they'll pick the second person in line, that's fine. But think about getting through this and getting what you want first, and then you can think about what you can do about anything that's attached to this. And you can also negotiate things as well. So don't get too stressed, and don't let that stress about what might come with this opportunity, don't let that stop you, and don't let that worry you and talk yourself out of this, because you can get this, you can do this. The first card you have for your future is the Ten of Swords. Yes, nobody likes this card. Yes, again, you're going to have to, when you illuminate this in the Star card, when you illuminate these problems, this old relationship, everything you've been through, you're going to have some difficult feelings around this. You're going to be upset, you're going to go through some bad things. Again, be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself. This is about opening up things that, you're trying to avoid in the Two of Swords, but you shouldn't be avoiding them. I know I'm repeating myself, but yes, just try and get through this, try and open up things. Again, I'm seeing that there were one or two people in between you and this person, and maybe they said a lot of things that hurt you as well as this person. So maybe on top of this hurt from this person, you have hurt from the people that were around them, some people around them. They might have said some horrible things to you as well, and you might have to kind of think about that and address that, and really come to the point of thinking that, people who say things that are out to hurt you, sometimes it's not about what they've actually said, it's more about them. It's more about them quite often. So just work through this, just think about this. You'll have to go through some difficult times to get to the other side of this. I'm seeing this person person's always going to have these annoying people around them, these people who are going to cause problems for them. And I'm seeing they have these people around them and they're always going to be around them. They're not going to get rid of them, and they're going to be causing problems for a lot of people in their life, not just you. So they're going to lose a lot of friends, they're going to lose a lot of future relationships, a lot of people, because of these people around them. And I'm not saying they're going to let go of them either. They're going to keep close to them for some silly reason. So that's their problem though. But you're going to still be working through this. That's what I'm saying. I won't repeat myself anymore. So yes, the next card you have for your future is the Sun. So yes, again, I don't want to repeat myself, but in the Star card, you're illuminating this past relationship, trying to see everything as it was, work through that. Now in the Sun card, this is illuminated even more. This is even brighter. You're shining an even brighter light on everything. You're going to be examining everything that happened in this past relationship. You're going to really get to the bottom of everything. And after you get to the bottom of this process, you're going to finally be free. You are going to be free. You are going to get through this like this beautiful child on this horse. And yes, again, a lot of people bury their feelings, and this can help for a while to bury your feelings. It feels good in the moment, but if you keep on burying, it's like if you have something that's like, if you have a piece of if you have like a blow up something in the swimming pool, I shouldn't say that, if you have a blow up kind of a toy or something you have in the swimming pool, if you try to push it down, it's going to bob up again. It's going to keep on bobbing up again, like a life jacket or something like that. If you push it down, it's going to come up again. So if you push your feelings down, eventually they're going to come up again and surface at some other time. So you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing in kind of illuminating this, in kind of working through this. It is painful, but you're doing the right thing. And when you come out of the other side, you are going to be much freer, like this beautiful child on the horse, as I was saying. And you're going to be able to give yourself totally to anyone in your life. You're not going to be a half person, you're not going to be a damaged person, you're not going to be someone who's carrying around hurt. You're going to be able to give the happy self, the true you, to whoever you come across in your future. Now, you might even get back together with this old person. You might not want to do that. Or you might decide that you want to see this person in the Knight of Cups who's interested in you. Or it might be a totally new person. Whoever it is, they're going to get the real you. They're going to get the best you. That's what I'm saying. And they're going to get a passionate you, because if you look at this child, they're holding up a red banner which symbolizes passion as well. So this is really, really nice. You're going to get through this. The last card you have for your future is the Nine of Swords, yes. So yes, again, as you go through this process, there are going to be some really tough times, some really, really difficult moments again. But you will get through this. You have the Sun card. But yes, as you go through it, yes, if you look at this poor woman, she has swords all behind her. It almost looks like she's in a cage, like she's in prison. So there are going to be times where you're going to think to yourself, I'm never going to escape this. I feel really horrible. I'm not going to be able to escape this feeling. You will escape it. Because I'm also seeing in this card, I'll move it up so you can see. On the quilt of this card, on the quilt of this bed where this woman is, there are red roses. Now, in the Magician card, it's full of red roses because they symbolize manifestation, turning one thing into another thing, and that's what you're going to do. It might feel like you're in a cage sometimes, that you'll never escape these feelings, because you are opening them all up. You are going to be working through them, but you are going to get through that, and you are going to manifest into the Sun card, into freedom. And whenever you have these feelings of feeling trapped, that you think, I'm never going to get through this, I'm really, this is terrible, I'm never going to get through this, think about the red roses on this quilt. Think about the red roses symbolizing manifestation, symbolizing what you can do. And think to yourself, yes, I am going to get through this. And you are, you definitely are. That's what I'm seeing. So Aquarius, I hope this resonated, but as you know, general readings can't always resonate with every single Aquarius in the whole world. But again, if you like this reading, please subscribe, or leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.